follow up on how mediation went for us.
It went good.
It
for
did.
us.
It was extremely emotional for me.
Yeah. It was extremely emotional for her.
Yeah. But it was good. It went very well.
Smoothly. Both parents relinquished rights we wanted for
Our daughter.
our kiddo. And the mom wasn't there, but she came back later and relinquished, I guess.
Yeah.
And the dad, we actually met, and he was very tearful, and my wife was very tearful, and I stayed strong because somebody's got to hold it together.
Yeah. I'm glad it's her because I think it was just like the emotions of just everything building up over time and how emotional like this whole thing is. And then, when you go in, most of the time I think that we expect people or parents to be extremely like uncooperative and maybe hostile because there's a possibility of them losing their kid. Like that's fully what I expected, and that's not what happened at all. So when we got to meet them and I tried to say the sentence, our goal isn't to take her from you, I just immediately started, boo-hooing uncontrollably.
Really, I don't want to take him from her.
Yeah.
She's the priority, but Veronica said that dad was the little girl superhero. We're going to take that away from her, and then she broke down, and I further explained that I know we're strangers, but we do have a record of keeping up ties with biological family if it's in a good place with our kids that have been adopted. So I guess you would consider that we agreed to an open adoption, which
kind of,
yeah, we agreed to visits. Nothing in writing about visits, but we're all open to visits.
Yeah.
The only thing in writing is that we're going to communicate via social media, so we can see pictures of her and stuff.
And that even goes for her biological mom. It's in writing that we are agreeing to update them once a month via social media, which is extremely fair, I feel like. We went into it like, yeah, we're willing to do like this and this and this, and they were like, no, hold on. Because we didn't know that, whatever you agree to is going to be in writing, and if you don't do any of that, then basically the way they made it sound was like biological parents could get pissed off and get an attorney, and then we could lose her if we didn't uphold our part of the agreement in order to get this. So that was very surprising to hear, but also, they told us what they think that we should start with, and that's what we agreed to, was the social media. And Dad agreed after he met us.
Yes, and we have friends, and one of our teachers, our instructors that teaches BIT for Jonathan's Place, always preaches keeping connections to biological family. So kind of heeded that advice, I guess. We've done pretty good with our oldest adopted daughter. Our youngest, she was only 3 when she was adopted, so we don't know anything about her family.
I'm a good driver. She's being dramatic right now. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we definitely like to keep some type of connection with biological families, as long as it's in the best interest of our child. If parents or grandparents, whoever, are not in a good place, then no, we don't want our kids to see any of that. Like she said before, my exact words to him were, "You're her superhero," and we don't ever want that to change for her. So
she said it without crying.
I did. Oh, just now it's a little cracky, but not because I'm crying. Yeah, but that's our goal. She genuinely sees him as her superhero, and she loves him so much, and he's so great to her because she doesn't know all of those, bad things or poor choices or whatever it is. She doesn't know all that stuff. She just knows, I've got to visit with my dad. I have a great time when I'm with him, and that's what's important to her, and that's what's important to us, is we want to be able to maintain that and keep that for her, as long as he's in a good place.
Yeah, and I found as I'm telling people in my life about oh, hey, guess what? We get to adopt our daughter who's been with us for a year and a half. They have no idea how to react. They're kind of and I don't know that if they like. I don't know if they words understand. I don't know if they understand. I was gonna say acknowledge. I couldn't think of it. I don't know if they understand that they're getting adopted. She's getting adopted by us, or what goes through their brain. But excuse me, 4 out of 5 times I've been like, "Oh, our daughter's getting adopted." People are like, "Oh."
I think maybe if we both change it to, "Hey, we get to officially adopt our daughter."
Yeah, that'd be a better way.
Especially people who don't really know or pay attention to that we foster. They might be like, "What?" You know, but the ones that do know, like, I'll say one of my closest friends, who's also one of my work associates, Anna, I saw her the other day and I was like, "Hey, by the way, like, we get to adopt her." And she knew right away because she volunteers for CASA. So she knows what that process is. And whenever I say, "Hey, she's getting adopted," she knows it's us.
And her reaction was, "Yay!"
Yeah,
like appropriate.
She's so excited for us.
So if we tell you that, you can go ahead and go, "Yay!" And not,
Yeah, I mean, and like we said in the last video, it can be a very sad thing, and like I said already, it was a very emotional day, but in the end, it's a good thing, and she got to have a last visit with him, and he told her, "I love you very much, but I can't take care of you the way that you deserve to be taken care of, and I think that your mom should adopt you." And she was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and the day before her last visit, I'll let this one tell you, that was pretty crazy.
So Wednesday was the
mediation.
Jesus. So Wednesday was the mediation. Thursday, she comes home just randomly. We haven't told her anything, and she was like, "I think I made my mind up about being adopted." And I was kind of like, "What? Like, did someone talk to you or something?" And she was like, "No, you ask me all the time." I'm like, "I haven't asked you in months. What are you talking about?" And she was like, "Well, you asked me before, and I just want to tell you that I'm okay with it." I'm like, "That's great, because we have your final visit with your dad tomorrow." So glad you're on board.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really weird. Kids have the intuition.
Oh, lady.
See, she's not a good driver.
Bullshit. I was in my lane. She just swerved over. Or him. I don't know.
Maybe she was trying to listen to our video.
Yeah.
Anyways,
anyhow,
what was I saying?
Yeah, so she came home and said that, and we both thought it was pretty crazy. I wasn't even at home. And Z calls me and she's like, "I'm hiding in the other room right now because I need to tell you what she just said." And I was like, "Holy cow." So it was good. And then
We don't say holy cow, we say
holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, "Holy shit." But yeah, then Friday was her last visit. We took her. While we were waiting, we waited an hour and 45 minutes in the lobby while she got to have her visit. We did see another mother come in who was extremely enraged, and that's what I expected for this to go in that direction, but it didn't, and I'm very thankful, and I mean, we're very thankful. But yeah, you know, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
So sorry. This one's kind of easy for us too. I know we talked about in our last video that the last 2 we've had have been very easy, that we've been able to adopt easy in the process. So this one has been very easy, and it hasn't happened yet. It won't happen for a couple months, but we know that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's good news, and we know that she's not leaving. And I mean, I definitely think that there is something that's like just a little bit different with her since we've been told all this. Like, I don't know, no one's walking on eggshells maybe. I don't know if it's just us or if it's her too, but it definitely feels like things are a little bit more settled, oddly. I don't know, is that just me?
No, I can see that. She doesn't feel as like, where am I going to be this summer? I mean,
Yeah.
she would say things before like, "Oh, well, if I'm still with you guys this summer," like she just didn't know her place in the world. I think she knows now. So that probably helps her. It helps us. It's sort of a weird thing. You have to lose some people to gain other people, but
Yeah.
you know, best interest of the child and all that. So
We're definitely excited. I don't know, I guess there's really nothing else to say, but we get to adopt her.
anyways, if you have any questions about foster, adopt, or anything, leave a message or private message us. We'd be happy to answer anything. And hopefully hopefully we won't get in a wreck on our way to our date night.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time.
You were home with me, right where you